120 mm mine fall 2 meters from me. I was shell-shocked with loss of consciousness. My guys tell me, Shostka, we will all die here, do something. One day was like 1 week, and week was like a month. The main task is to survive, and that's it. And then somehow. I don't remember what date my first contact, but it was in the city of Rubizhne. 10 or 12 people come out on the road. They didn't know where our position were, they stood in a crowd, and we started shooting at them. They divided into small groups of 3 or 4 people, and one group went close to my position, because there were summer cottages and village houses. At a distance of 15 meters, we saw 4 people and opened fire. The distance was no more than 20 meters, just across the road. They were Kadyrovцы and one person in a Russian uniform, most likely from the LNR. We herded them into the building. I took command and appointed groups of 2 people. Kadyrovцы worked quickly, offhand. They fired and were hiding in the building. We realized that we wouldn't do anything in a shooting battle. I took RPG, fired 3 shots, and a building caught fire. Enemy was killed. In battle, they are ordinary people, just highly publicized, with a reputation as a TikTok warrior. Ordinary people, just visually someone is little larger. Good weapons, good ammunition, good uniform, but they are just people. Solid fire is the most important thing. When you fire to suppress, the enemy simply retreats. There were 2 moments. First was in city Rubizhne. It was 4 or 5 o'clock. Enemy started mortar fire. My friend woke me up and he said me, "Get up, because the artillery shelling is starting." At first the mines fell far away, in garages. I got up sleepy and put armor. No. Then we constantly slept in a body armor. I went sleepy to the first floor. Usually we slept on the first floor or in a basement, but there was no basement in the building. I went to the first floor and a mine fell 2 meters from me. A mine was 120 millimeters. I was shell-shocked with a loss of consciousness. And I was thrown to the left side. My guys dragged me to the apartment. It was like in a movie. They were screaming, and I heard it as if in a pipe. Very, very far away. They were talking with me, but I couldn't hear very well. Hearing is restored a little bit, but then a very strong squeak in the earth. I don't understand what is happening. They give me a cigarette, and my legs were trembling very much, probably for the first time in my life. At such moment, it is very difficult to count the time. Time goes by for very long. Commanding tell me maneuver and go to the basement, but we did not have a basement and we couldn't leave the building. My guys tell me, Shostka, do something, because we will all die here. It was a moment when everyone is looking at you, and you have to show that are you not afraid and you know what to do. But there are times when you're confused. I tell to the radio station that 6 people will die here, because we couldn't get out from the building. We sat in the small corridors and took cover from a large number of mines. A miracle happened. 4 shots were fired, but we didn't know what kind of the weapon. Maybe it was 80mm mortar or RPG. Shots were in the direction that I assigned. These were shots at the enemy. Silence began, and for 3-5 minutes we managed to run from our position to a neighboring position in order to survive. After 2 days of artillery fire, not hours, just days, you're afraid to even peek out from behind cover. Artillery pressed very hard. Artillery really depressed me mentally, because about 400 shots hit our position per hour, and we had to endure it all time. One day was like 1 week, and a week was like a month, and we kept wondering when will it end. There was a moment when we went to the Zaitsevo. It was tough. Mortar attack, artillery worked at night, and the tank worked from 9 o'clock in the morning, and phosphorus bomb was used on our position a couple times. The next day they started shooting at us from homemade grenade launchers. It was very accurate. A very hard contact began, and basically it was a shutout from grenade launchers. 2 days later, when we get out of there, High Commander told that we had encountered private military company Wagner. These were very difficult fights, probably even more difficult than in Rubizhne. In that battle, when we clashed with PMC Wagner, we suppressed it, and I'm sure that we won. But one of our soldiers was wounded, and unfortunately, one of our soldiers died. For example, in order for an ordinary fighter to shoot from an RPG, it takes about 10 seconds. The Wagnerians were very experienced. In order to do this, they needed about 3 seconds. They are dressed in multicam and the uniform of the armed forces of Ukraine. They fight very quickly and persistently. They don't stop. If they had not been resisted, they would have simply destroyed us in the basement. What motivates me? I keep telling my guys, what is house? The house is Ukraine. This is not the place where your property or apartment is. No, this is Ukraine. I'm a patriot. Russians come to me and trying to teach me how to live? No, I do my job. I'm the military and I have to protect my home. I think that we must definitely return Donbass and Crimea, because this is our home, our country. We have no other choice, we must do this. Civilian guys ask me, when it will all end? It will end when you take up arms and understand that you must fight for your home. Instead of drinking beer at home and wonder why we haven't won the war yet. There are fewer and fewer regular soldiers, many wounded and disabled. You need to take up arms and learn in a half a year or 3 months. If you have a good motivation, I will teach you and you will fight with me. Guys say they trust me. I don't know, maybe there is something in me.